Now, I dare say a few of you have already heard the name Angus Gill. He's a 13-year-old from Wauchope, and he's carved himself a pretty healthy musical reputation on the mid-north coast already. And listen to this, he may be barely a teenager, but he's already mastered the guitar, the mandolin, the ukulele, the harmonica, the keyboard and the bass. Not too bad, huh? G'day Angus, how are you?
Hi Tim.
Good to have you on the program. Now, tell us a little bit about Angus Gill, because you're very musically inclined and you're only 13. So how did you get into all this? When did you start?
I started, it was about 7 years ago, I think.
Yeah?
I was in about year 2 at the time, and honestly, I didn't really appreciate music at that age. I just didn't really have it in me. I didn't really think I'd ever be playing guitar and many other instruments now, but my friend first went to music lessons, and I decided, because I had no particular interest, I decided I'd tag along with him, and really he ended up quitting and I ended up staying on, and I learned heaps, and I just decided that this is the thing which I like doing.
So it was through music lessons that you learnt your instruments? It wasn't in the family, somebody was guiding you? No.
It goes back a couple of generations. It's actually really interesting because Mum and Dad aren't musically talented. They can't play music at all.
Yeah.
My grandma and grandpa on both sides of the family can't do it, but it leads back to my great-great-grandfather who played the mandolin, and that's an instrument which I play.
So it didn't just skip one generation, it skipped 2 generations.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You're very blessed, Angus, and you're looking all ready to go here. You're going to perform a couple of tracks tonight. We're going to have a bit of a chat in between. Tell us what you're playing for us first.
I'm doing a Garth Brooks song called Standing Outside the Fire.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Angus Gill, Standing Outside the Fire. Take it away.
Cool, those hearts that have no scars to show, the ones that never do let go and risk the tables being turned. You call them fools, the ones that have no scars to show, the ones that never do let go and risk the tables being turned. You call them weak, who are unable to resist the slightest chance love might exist. That always comes with dent and burn. They're so hell-bent on giving, walking a wire, convinced it's not living if you stand outside the fire. You call them strong, those who can face this world alone, who seem to get by on their own, those who will never take the fall. They're so hell-bent on giving, walking a wire, convinced it's not living if you stand outside the fire. Standing outside the fire, standing outside the fire. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. Deep in my soul, constantly yearning to get out of control, wanting to fly higher and higher, 'cause I can't abide standing outside the fire.
Yes. Top stuff, buddy. Well done.
Thanks heaps.
It's really good. Wow, you've knocked people's socks off at home, I'd say. Listen, tell us a bit about what you've achieved so far. You're not just some lad who's walked off the street so far. You've already had a bit of success in your young life. Tell us about it.
I was lucky enough this year to write a song. I entered a a talent quest in Tamworth this year. It was the Capital Country Music Association. That was the largest country music association
Was
in
that
Tamworth.
in Tamworth? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to enter the songwriting section, and I was a finalist. I got through the preliminary judging. I got through the proper thing where you actually had to perform, and I was lucky enough to be the finalist of the whole thing. So I got through the whole of the rounds, and I was presented with a medal at the Tamworth Town Hall, which was a huge achievement. So I'm aiming to go back and blitz it next year.
Yeah.
But that it was really good because I was the only child in the whole competition. It was really overwhelming for me to get. I bet
it was intimidating a little bit.
A position in the finals. So
well, congratulations.
No, it was really good. And this year I recorded a song. I recorded that same song with Ken Lindsay, which has made it onto my...
He's a famous 2FM institution, Ken Lindsay, isn't he? Yeah.
Which I've released as a single on iTunes.
And did people end up downloading it?
Yeah. I supposedly I've got some really good comments. I've got 4.5 stars out of 5, which is really good.
This is the beauty of living at your age, because you don't need a record company. You can do it all yourself. And you're on YouTube. I hate to make the comparison, but Justin Bieber, he started off by putting his videos up on YouTube. Yeah. I notice you have a lot of your own songs up there. And you know what I love about them, Angus, is that they're very casual. They're done in your home, probably in the kitchen or your bedroom, somewhere like that, and you just flog out a song. Yeah, that's the way to do it, I reckon.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I've really had fun.
And you get instant feedback that way. Yeah. That's really top stuff.
It's a good way to get feedback, and even through my Facebook musician page, that's also a good way to get feedback. I enjoy looking at that every afternoon.
I bet you do. It can become an obsession, can't it? I'm a bit obsessed with our new Facebook page, I have to say. Just quickly before you play your next song, you're 13 years old. Now, when I was 13 years old, something happened to me, which was, it was quite devastating, really, and a little bit scary, and I dare say it happens to most boys. Your voice breaks.
Yeah.
Are you worried about that sort of process? Because being a singer, and it takes a while to train your voice into a certain way, doesn't it?
It does. Well, I've noticed a few changes in my voice quite recently, but I'm not. I'm not that worried about it, because all I need to do, I've had singing training, so I know how to train myself to get used to my new voice when it finally arrives. But all I really need to do, I'll have a fun time transposing all my songs, because even though they're not, I don't have a high range. I've got my range is not like from the middle C down to the bass clef. It's not that high, so I've got no major problems.
But you're adjusting as you go, though.
Except I just have to adjust, and I'm even adjusting songs now, like just transposing them down half a tone or a full tone, just to make it suit my voice a lot more, because it's just it's just a process which everyone goes through.
That's exactly right, Angus. And you've just got the added stress of being a singer on top of it. So tell us about this song. This is one that you wrote, so I'm excited by this.
This is the one which I got the success in at Tamworth. I'm playing the harmonica along with the guitar.
And what's it called, Angus?
This one's called Names Upon the Wall.
Names Upon the Wall, Angus Gill.
They went to war to fight for us in 1914 with their pistols and their rifles, slouch hat and khaki, for they did our country proud, as they were a great success. But we lost good men not seen again, and we never will forget. As I gather here today to show respect to men again, to see the names upon the wall, as they couldn't get back to the shore. Men young and old were our sacrifice to a good country today, As I take off my hat for these diggers, I hope it'll never be again. I take a poppy from our pocket, pin it on the board to pay respect for our elders, the ones that fought for our award. I see devastated families and ancestors gathering too, to see their heroic loved ones and the great things that they do. As I gather here today to show respect to men again, to see the names upon the wall as they couldn't get back to the shore. Men young and old were our sacrifice to a good country today. As I take off my hat for these diggers, I hope it'll never be again.
Amazing stuff. Angus, I can tell you what, how powerful are the lyrics in that song. Mate, did you have help writing the lyrics a little bit along the way?
No. Honestly, I just sat down at the computer and I thought, I should write a song about the war. I went to the Canberra War Memorial.
It obviously had a big impact on you, because those lyrics are really powerful stuff. Especially being sung by someone your age.
Yeah. Well, I went to the Canberra War Memorial and I was really, really impressed with. I was hoping to find my my great grandfather's dating back once again.
You were looking for his name on the wall, were you?
I was looking for his name on the wall. Except it actually turned out that he was British. He was in the army. He was in the Navy, the British Navy. So I didn't realise.
I'm not going to find his name on that wall.
I'm not going to.
He'll be on a wall somewhere, though. Yeah. You might have to go looking for that when you're older.
I still really liked it. Yeah, it was really. They got some really, really good things.
Well, good on you, mate. Yeah. I think more people your age need to know about, war and things that people have done in our history. So that's amazing. I really enjoyed that. I've never heard it before, so congratulations.
Thanks for having me on the show.
It's been a pleasure. Just finally, how far do you want to take this music thing? Is this what you want your life to be? Music?
Yeah. I'm hoping to be some kind of recording engineer or something for the day job and music. So I've got something to fall back onto. My parents keep telling me I need to have something to fall back onto.
Why do mums and dads always say that to kids?
Yeah.
Got to have something to fall back on. As if a plan A isn't enough.
Yeah.
No, it's good advice, actually. Angus, you're a very talented boy. Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you.
And if you would like to pass a comment along to Angus...